Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a key update on Aston Martin as well as Mercedes' response to Aston Martin's 2026 car. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Mercedes' response to Aston Martin's new car. Now, as we know, Aston Martin were late to the Barcelona shakedown test last week. They got their car out on track late on Thursday afternoon and only had one day of proper running on Friday, so they comfortably recorded the lowest mileage of any team. And on top of that, the team also did not set any representative lap times. However, one thing to note is that this car has been very anticipated because it's the first designed by Adrian Newey. And as soon as that car left the garage for the first time, it drew attention to various parts that were clearly not in keeping with what seems to be conventional among teams' early 2026 designs, with front and rear suspension geometry decisions, as well as bodywork shapes and aerodynamic choices around the nose, side pods and engine cover, all making the AMR 26 distinctive in its final form. And while the new Aston Martin Honda powered car seems to have impressed Mercedes driver George Russell, with him saying, as quoted by The Race, "What Adrian has done with that car, it looks pretty spectacular, and Honda over the past few years with Red Bull have had a very good engine beneath them. We also know what they're capable of." The Aston Martin was probably the most standout in terms of the car design. Everybody was looking at that rear suspension and it obviously visually looks very impressive, but it's not a competition of how sexy it is, it's a competition of how fast it goes around the track. So people always look towards the fastest car, and we'll find that out in Melbourne. Whoever that is, that will be the car that you wish to try and take inspiration from. Now, as we know, ahead of the Barcelona shakedown test, it was widely speculated that Mercedes would be in a good position for 2026, and well, that Barcelona test has basically confirmed that Mercedes were in a very strong place during that shakedown, with them completing around 500 laps without any issue whatsoever and picking up the pace earlier than anyone else. However, Russell did say it would be awesome to see a big fight in 2026 and has been praising what rivals have done since the test started last week, with Russell going on to say, "We're sort of ticking the boxes of everything that we want to tick, but we can't discount our rivals. There was a lot of talk around the Red Bull power unit not being up to standards in year one, but from what we've seen so far, they've definitely delivered. The Ferrari power unit looks reliable. They did lots of laps, not far behind us over the course of the test, and from a power unit side, Haas did a load of laps as well with the Ferrari engines. So the truth is that there could be a good fight on our hands, but we're satisfied with what we've experienced so far." Now, on the topic of Aston Martin, it's been confirmed that Formula 1 world champion Jenson Button has joined the team as an ambassador. Basically, Button worked as a special advisor, then ambassador with Williams from 2021 to 2025, but now he has joined Aston Martin from 2026. Now, as we know, Button drove with Williams, but interestingly, he's never driven for Aston Martin, but has joined the team as an ambassador. However, one thing to note is that Button has had a lot of experience with Honda in his Formula 1 career. I mean, he drove with Honda-powered cars between 2003 and 2008 and would have stayed with Honda in 2009. However, that team became Braun GP and the team ended up with a Mercedes engine. Obviously, Button then went to McLaren for a few years and then was reunited with Honda when McLaren moved to Honda engines from 2015. Now, Aston Martin said that Button's new role as team ambassador is a multi-year agreement and that his and Honda's enduring partnership has been a defining thread throughout many of his significant career achievements. And Button, who will support Aston Martin's media partner and commercial programs, said, "Honda's new works partnership with the team was a huge draw, and I look forward to bringing my years of experience working with them to my new role as ambassador. The 2026 season is going to be fascinating, and being part of such an ambitious team is a real opportunity." But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.